vibration rising, it's a thrill in the air. Just waiting for the heartbeat, racing everywhere. Be with you all, for some live racing soon. Feel the heat beneath the sun and the silver moon. As we laugh and we dance, let our worries fade away. Reggae grooves all night, it's a perfect day. Palms sway gently, it's our favorite scene. Racing in the heart of summer, it's a dream routine. Cars lined up, ready to ignite. But for now, let's just chill in the golden light. Friends gathered round with laughter so loud, as we soak in the moment, feeling oh so proud. The thrill's just a heartbeat, we're racing a while. But for now, let me see that burning smile. Be with you all, for some live racing soon. Feel the heat beneath the sun and the silver moon. As we laugh and we dance, let our worries fade away. Reggae grooves all night, it's a perfect day. Racing fast, keeping up with the hush. We're one with the sound, let the rhythms align. Just living for this moment, everything's divine. So take a deep breath, let the tension go. We'll soon hit the track, just watch this flow. With the spirit of the race, we're alive with the breeze. Chasing after dreams, doing just as we please. The night is electric, when the engines will spark. Feel the excitement, igniting the dark. But right now let's chill, let the vibe just enhance. Together we're strong, let's enjoy this dance. So gather your friends, it's a moment so sweet. In the calm before the storm, this life is a treat. When the flags wave down and the engines take flight, we'll race through the night, oh what a sight. So here's to the night, to the friends we adore. When the racing begins, we'll be begging for more. Just you and me, under the stars above, living for the thrill, it's heart and soul, my love. On a summer's day, we gather in the field. Engines roar to life, excitement is revealed. The sky's a canvas, painted with dreams. Pilots in their jets, flying high on beams. Gavinbass1 leads the charge, a sight to behold. Adrenaline rising like a story untold. Daring loops and rolls, they twist and dance. In the open air, I find my chance. Soaring high, let the world fade away. At the Gavinbass1 Show, we live for today. Feel the thunder, chase the sound. In the symphony of flight, we're homeward bound. Our rockin' rhythm echo in the skies. The sun on my face, engines screaming loud, cheering hearts unite, a vibrant crowd. From vintage planes to the latest tech, wings spread wide, no fear of red. Gavinbass1 with precision takes his flight through smoke trails and colors, pure delight. Weaving through the clouds, a ballet in the air, painting thrills and chills, it's beyond compare. Soaring high, let the world fade away at the Gavinbass1 Show. We live for today. Feel the thunder, chase the sound in the symphony of flight. We're homeward bound, a rocking rhythm echo in the skies. With every heartbeat, we rise and the sound of freedom, it resonates deep as the jets transform. It's magic they read, twisting and turning. Oh, what a sight! In the heart of the moment, everything feels right. Gavinbass1, you take us to the brink, dancing with the clouds, our spirits link, electrifying energy, futuristically bright. In this festival of flight, our souls take flight. As day turns to dusk, the colors explode, a finale of sparks on this joyous road. With the roar of applause, we feel alive at the Gavinbass1 Show. Our hearts strive, so let's raise a toast to the skies above, for the pilots and fans united in love. Looking up with wonder until the night falls. Together we rise, answering the call. Soaring high, let the world fade away at the Gavinbass1 Show. We live for today, locked in this moment, our spirits so free. In the legacy of flight, we find our unity. As engines quiet down, our hearts still race in the memory of the skies. We found our place. engines roll out. We're spinning our dreams in the dusky crowd. F2's a name, racing hearts beat wild. Mad Mark's on the mic with that devilish smile. Hot wheels and cold beers under neon skies. Gavin's on the track, watch him fly, no surprise. Every drift and every turn, we're living it true. Mark's calling all the shots with his wild crew.
Oh, the night's alive and the stories flow like wine in the heart of F2. Yeah, we're living divine. Fucking welcome echoes through the night air with laughter and racing stories. Nothing else compares.
So crank it up, we're rolling it free. F2 highlights with Mad Mark on the spree. Gavin runs hard like the wind through the pines. In this country rock blues, we're crossing the lines. Late nights under starlight, we're racing the moon. With every rev and a rumble, we're humming our tune. Mad Mark's got the wisdom all wrapped in a joke. With that you're feckin' welcome, the crowd goes broke.
Whiskey on the rocks with stories spun along, singing about the battles where the brave belong. Let's raise a glass to F2, let our spirits ignite. It's a country rock blues celebration tonight.
So crank it up, we're rolling it free. F2 highlights with Mad Mark on the spree. Gavin runs hard like the wind through the pines. In this country rock blues, we're crossing the lines. So here's to the nights we won't ever dismiss, with engines a purring in that deep sweet bliss. Mark set the stage, we're shining so bright in the lights of F2. We'll dance till daylight. Remember this word in the glow of F2. Every moment we've heard, let's love and race it. We salute as we part,
With Mad Mark's laughter echoing deep in our hearts.
I'm on with P3 Mad Mark style because he taught me everything, and I'm watching it. Wow, what a start to the race we've got here tonight. Unbelievable. The top three have kept their positions. Here's I Have No Grip and Mad Mark have held Rock Robs in there in P4. Let's have a look at the early changes tonight. Welcome on board tonight for the Mad Mark and Gavinbass Christmas comedy adult show. You're really, really welcome. And if you're a racer and you don't have a seat, jump into the 9 o'clock race. Get out, get yourself a wee bit of the Mad Mark stuff at 9 o'clock. Noodle's in there in P6, he's doing a splendid job and he's really trying to get onto the back of Mike now. Podium home tonight. If he does, he knows who it's for. Shelby in P6. Wee bit of smash and grabs going on there, guys. Maybe a wee bit too severe there. Wow, what a move with Shelby up in the P5. Mike has to just sit in and take an orderly cue there. Lap 4 of 22 here for the first race of this evening of the F1 style cars. This is the world cars where everybody gets to put their own liveries on. If you have a look down the cars, here's in P1 at the moment. He's going for a black and sort of a bluish off-colour black. Looking beautiful. Have No Grip in the Gavinbass Academy. I don't really absolutely love it, buddy, but you've got Shelby coming up very, very fast behind you. Leave it with you. Thanks for doing that. Noodle's having a really good race there in P7. Just 7 tenths now behind Mike, so there's a real scrap going on there. LFC James is down in 12th there, and he is trying the back of Taffy Ross now. He's trying to make up some ground. He's driving on the Gavinbass Academy colours as well. Just a 14-year-old, just turned 15 actually, and he is eager to get better, and really looking forward to him getting this new Fanatec set up for Christmas. And I know we call him Bobo and Bobo Zala, how Mad Mark just accordingly named him this evening. He is now Bobo Zala forever, for fuck's sake. Mark, I'm pissed. Enjoy, buddy. Rock Robs. He lives in it and he's in front. And remember, guys, the winner of this race, if they haven't already won, they get one of the Gavinbass special edition t-shirts. Limited edition, legend in my own head. Fuck up, Mad Mark. Oh, fuck, Mike goes way wide there. Penalties are starting to really creep up. Now, let's have a look. 3 seconds for Gavinbass, 3 seconds for Shelby. The experience of Mad Mark is keeping him penalty free at the moment, along with Rock Robs, Mike and Noodle. But I'll tell you what, Mad Mark, those two guys in front of you, Shelby and Gavinbass, are both carrying 3 seconds. So you make the most of that, and you take my advice, buddy. You keep her lit. And then you've got Noodle, the guy from Netherlands. He's a t-shirt winner already, and he's in P8, and he's pushing really hard against Mike. LFC James, he's in it, but he's not going to win it. He's fucked.
All the action unfolds as they come out to slay a dance of power under the desert moon.
That Mark B55, P5, he's really giving Gavinbass once more. Gavinbass going to have to give that place away, and I think he does. Absolutely. That Mark just shows too much pace for him there, and the Gavinbass Academy has to just follow the legend in his own head.
With passion and pride, these drivers hold tight
You
as
love
they
this,
push
Marco, aren't
through
you?
the obstacles with all of their might. From the
Just
start to the
concentrate,
finish,
please, concentrate.
they're racing for fame.
going clean
In
at the
Jeddah's
moment,
grand
and you're really,
arena,
really in good
they're
spot here
playing the
for P3.
game. The passion ignites, and the flames draw us near. When the checkered flag falls, only one will cheer. The thrill of the victory, the pain of the lost, but we raise a glass high, we embrace the cost. Oh, feel the adrenaline, hear the tires squeal in the heart of the action. It's electric, unreal. Gavinbass1 and Raging Hawk taking flight under the stars. We're racing all night. So if you're in Jeddah on a Thursday night, join us at the track where hearts feel so right. With Gavinbass1 and the Raging Hawks fame, we're racing forever.
Here we go, the Christmas special. Is a go, go, go. Second place, I have no grip. Got a pretty good start there. They're coming down to turn one. Gaz King still in first place. I have no grip and team. Oh, Mo Salah's just lost. Oh, there's somebody. Oh, Garnish into turn one. Oh my God. Carry on, Gavin.
Oh my good Lord, my heart's in my mouth, Mark, to be honest with you. I saw it, it was caught on camera. I can't just put any blame on anybody right now at this moment in time, but it was a bad one, I can tell you. Gaz Keen has it, and then Noodle in second. Have no grips in there within a second of him. LFC James survived whatever happened. Mike's in fifth, and Quick Pids in sixth. Hi-Fi, Tegan Shelby have started to pick up there, but somebody just went really, really wide. Where are you?
That was high five. High five, I'm on with Teague at the moment. High five went really wide. He saw a fat bird in the crowd with a donut in her hand and a tip out, thought he'd have a day.
Okay.
Didn't come up to, but Teague took that position into seventh. We have two people on hard. I have no grip and Quick.
Have a look at P1, 2 and 3, Mark.
Only two at the moment. Nearly racing up the hill come. Right hander. DRS line, it is wide open. I think Bobo Salah has used too much to be tired.
Right.
Gaz King just dropped into second.
Teague's right on it now, and so is
He is.
Mike.
Oh, I thought Teague was going to go for the inside move and just back around, but big mistake. Don't do it. It will go on the wall behind me.
Oh, happy days. What a break. Oh, look at LFC James. James is just actually pushing the boundaries there a wee bit. He is
just
really...
a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, little bit of a nose touch there on the back end of that car, but he took it. Mike, 3-second penalty for you. Guess what, sir?
Oh my God, there it is. It started now. The fucking welcomes have started already. We're going with Mike, and he's in charge here of the young lad in P1 in the green car, the AIX car, I think it is. But Mike, I'm on board with him, Mark.
I'm on with Volvo. Coming over into turn 4 over the Santander Bridge. They go slams it into turn 4. I have no grip for 124.484. Fastest lap for you, sir. You're fucking welcome.
You're fucking welcome.
27.5. I do not know what the pit times are on the F2, so 27.2, is it enough for Bobo James to get back out?
I don't know, but Mike he went very close to over track limits there, so have a look at the penalties. Mike's just picked up that penalty. That, I'll tell you what, Mark, see in F2, that's game over.
Yeah. It is. I have no grip. He's catching these guys. He's caught them by a second already.
Okay.
I know Mike coming down the pit lane straight.
Right on him.
Oh, he's going fast. He's going
got
past
it.
Bobo.
He's got it. He's made that look very, very easy, actually.
I said don't count things out. It looks
Nope.
like he's already tempted himself out.
Yeah. Now those
He's on the
penalties.
back of Gatsky.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
The penalties just highlighting that Mike's got 13 seconds, Hi-Fi's got 3, but haven't.
A legend in my own head and a
Yes,
fuck up
sir.
in life. Is that a question for meaning how long have I been commentating?
No, just how long have you been brilliant? What age are you, in other words?
Oh my god. No. Ever since I started commentating, mate.
Come on,
I used to be the bad boy of
I'm going to tell you, and it's dead simple, is you just keep being yourself, buddy, and don't you give one fuck about what other people think about you.
Oh, I don't, mate.
I know you don't. But I'll tell you what, this whole skin shaggy thing has made me learn that how much I'm enjoying this tonight and how much I'm enjoying my own wee thing on a Thursday night. It's bringing guys in from all different leagues. There's no stewards running about. There's no thing, you know, they've all got an agreement. Unless you want somebody fucked out of this league completely, then put a ticket in. But you've got 24 hours to think about it.
Yeah.
And I think it's working well.
Agree. Yeah.
You know, in the heat of the moment, you want them out. Another day later, you might just think about Skin Shaggy and say, is it really worth kicking that lad out for that?
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it's like the charity races that we're doing. We did Monday, we've done Wednesday, we've now got Saturday.
Okay. That's your time over, Mark, because your paycheck doesn't really, you know what I mean? You've sort of run out of time there, buddy. But I have no grip's going to win this. And look, Noodle put up such a fight to try and get that 3 seconds back, but he was just 300ths away from getting the win of that race. But look at second, third, and fourth. Honestly, what a great end to that race.
I said, James.
Yep. He got
what
a
did
podium.
I say?
You did,
what
Mark.
What did I say?
That's why you're on the fucking big money. It's about time somebody fucking understood that.
And James.
Honestly, this is something I would love to develop on a Thursday night. Honestly, if I could fill this grid full of F2 cars, I swear to goodness, I think it would just be unbelievable. Well, good evening and welcome. I'm just testing my microphone as always. Well, good evening and it's working because we're getting lots of echo and feedback. I'm Gavinbass1. It's Thursday night. It is an amazing turn up tonight, I must say. 14 on the grid so far, and I think there may be a couple more. It's Japan, and I'm talking to directly all of the drivers. A massive welcome to Grimaldus and to Agatha. Dix as well, and there's a couple of other new names in there tonight. Oxroller, and there was one other. I just can't remember it off the top of my hand, but I recognize everybody bar those people. So you're very, very welcome, and an especially big welcome to Agatha Wispy, who is the female driver of our grid this evening. So I'm speaking directly to all the drivers. 5 minutes to go to your quali this evening. Good evening, Agatha. Have a good night tonight. And I'm just speaking directly to you all. You've all been invited or asked to join this league because we all would love a multiplayer platform where we could play together and know that everybody in that platform are not going to knock the hell out of you. So the bottom line is, guys, you're here, and girls, you're here because we believe you're a clean, respectful, stick by the rules in a no contact sport, and especially with F2. With tonight being very, very special, there's 15 on the grid at the moment. It's going to be very, very close racing. Those who haven't practiced, please, please, please remember that the brakes are awful on these things, and please give everybody lots of room over the first 4 or 5 corners and get into that nice groove and get the racing going. Full qualifying, 11 laps of a sprint, then 15 laps of Japan, and I can now tell you that the weather is going to be dry. Have a great race. See you on the grid.
Good evening. Would you like to be involved in some cup racing? The Gavinbass1 Show hosts F1, F2, and World Cars every Thursday and Friday nights. All drivers have been vetted or recommended by members. Zero tolerance to poor driving is in place, and those drivers removed. Most importantly, enjoy.
Gather round, grab your beer, it's time for the thrill. Thursday and Friday nights, we're locked in on the wheel. Feel the pulse of the engines, hear the thunderous roar. F1, F2, and the world cars, this ain't a bore. Underneath the bright lights, where legends are made, watch the track light up as the tires cascade. Oh, the sweat and the grit with every hairpin curve. Gavinbass on the mic is giving us the nerve. Spinning tales of glory, every lap is a fight. We're here in the moment under neon light. Come on, let's make some noise. Feel the beat of those racing toys. Let's goddamn make some fucking noise. This is our anthem. This is our voice. Engines roaring louder as they hit the straight. Midnight fist pumping, can't afford to wait. World cars spinning tails on this asphalt stage. Nothing holds us back, we're turning the page. Drivers pushing limits, they've come from afar, all in for that victory, driven like a star. Gavinbass is calling, hear the crowd come alive. We're riding this wave, come on, it's our drive. Come on, let's make some noise. Feel the beat of those racing toys. Let's goddamn make some fucking noise. This is our anthem. This is our voice. With every heart-stopping moment, we're hooked to our seats. These engines are thunder, feel the rhythm in beats. Celebration ignited, in the stands we all cheer for the Gavinbass1 Cup. We've been waiting all year. Come on, let's make some noise. Feel the beat of those racing toys. Let's goddamn make some fucking noise. This is our anthem. This is our voice. So raise your drink high, feel the rush that we share. Gavinbass and racing, there's nothing we compare. With every lap we cheer, under bright starry skies, the Gavinbass1 Cup.
Good evening. Would you like to be involved in some cup racing? The Gavinbass1 Show hosts F1, F2, and World Cars every Thursday and Friday nights. All drivers have been vetted or recommended by members. Zero tolerance to poor driving is in place, and those drivers removed. Most importantly, enjoy.
So there you have it. It's race time, it's quali time, and it's 30 minutes of quali with these F2 cars. I'm just trying to get my head around all of the rules, and tonight I'm really going to try hard and get to learn the different teams like Invictus and all the different ones in there. It's just, I haven't had time to get my head around it at all. But what I do know is F2 racing is really catching on. Look at the grid tonight, 16 drivers for a sprint race and a feature race here, both F2 in the beautiful track in Japan in dry weather. So a lot of the drivers are going out there at the moment on, and we'll go down live onto the grid now and we'll get an idea of who's here tonight. Guys, every single one of you, guys and girls, you've made my night. What a super thing. I've always wanted to get a really good grid for F2, and look who we've got tonight. We've got Have No Grip there, and a special thanks to him for helping set up the lobby. My good friend from Roscommon in Ireland, he's out tonight, and that's Rock Robs. Then you've got Gaz Keen out tonight, another good friend, and he's shaping up to be a real incredible guy here in the F2 world. He's loving it, and he's out in the Red Bull colours tonight. Then you've got Kiers, the young lad, only 14-year-old, all the way from Poland, always a hot favourite in any race he enters, and it'll be very interesting to see where he ends up tonight. Taffy's with us tonight. Brilliant. Taffy Ross, brilliant to see you in, buddy. Always a great supporter of you racing, and in turn you seem to love to turn up at these events. Super job. Hamilton's with us tonight. Good evening, Hamilton. Love to see you here too. Then a new guy, Dix 38259. He's in tonight, and really welcome on board, sir. Hope you really enjoy it and enjoy some clean racing with the lads and ladies tonight. Noodle Racing, he's here tonight from all the way from Holland. Another guy that I'm starting to form a good friendship with. Good guy, t-shirt winner. He's had the t-shirt. Oh yes. Then we've got Oxlade Roller. He's in this evening for the first time, and he is more than welcome this evening. And I hope you really enjoy your time here on Thursdays and Friday nights when you can make it. J1 MC Clark is in tonight, and he's driving the Red Bull colours. Again, I'll get these teams all sorted out in my head. He's in 10th there on the list at the moment, out on a night lap. Mike's in the Invictus tonight, and he also helped to set the lobby up. Mad Mark, what can I say? He's out in the F2s tonight. He just bit the bullet and said, "Buck it, I'm going to have a go." He's with us tonight, and thank you, Mad Mark, for all your work and help last week, for everything you did, not just my little show on the Thursday night, but your whole week of encouragement for the charities that you're looking after at the moment. Grimaldus is with us this evening for the first, and he is more than welcome. And his partner or wife, I'm not too sure what it is, but I know they're together, and that's Agatha. So massive welcome to these two, and especially to Agatha, who is braving it out there in an F2 car tonight with 15 lads. So the only female on the grid tonight is Agatha Wispy, so we'll be having a look to see how she goes. C. Bryce is with us tonight, and LFC James. We've got to stop it. He's got a new name. Mad Mark renamed him last night, and his not the wife, not yet. Oh, well, those are good signs, Grimaldus. Those are encouraging signs, let's just say. So maybe Agatha got a wee bit of an elbow there. You know, girl, I'm actually serious about this. But, LFC James is no longer LFC James. I insist that he changes his name on EA. He is now called Bobo Salah. Yes. Thanks to Mad Mark V55, we are now calling LFC James Bobo Salah. Mad Mark sets a 138.582 just to put it out there, and followed very closely by Mike in the 138.742s. So they're out and they're about. I'm not too sure how many sets of tyres they get here. Certainly, whenever I did practice, it only gave me one set of soft tyres for 30 minutes. So, guys, you might just need to pick your moments. I'm not too sure how many sets. Maybe one of the drivers could maybe just come on to Twitch and let me know just what sort of tyre selection you've got there. Here comes Kiers. Yeah, that pretty much sucks, doesn't it, Grip? One set of softs for 30 minutes. Sector 2, Kears in the Red Bull colours, and he is on fire, I'm sure. He always is. He only drives one way, this lad. He drives to win. He takes this deadly serious, and he goes out into every single race to win it. Oh, he gives it a big slide. The back end goes to the back end of that Red Bull there. That will definitely cost him. Will he go into the pits or will he just go on? He's going for it, and a 1:39.823, putting him in third there. So not a bad lap there from Kears. Rock Robs out on track now too. So just look at those times starting to clock up, and also everybody tuning in this evening, you're very, very welcome to the Gavinbass Show on a Thursday night. This is the quali for the sprint and feature race of F2 tonight. 16 in the grid, and they're being very cautious about when they go out because I've just been, it's been confirmed they only have one set of soft tyres for a 30-minute quali. So they're going to have to pick their tyres very, very carefully and when they're going to use them and when they want to go out and put that mad lap in. Mad Mark holds pole at the moment with a 1:38.582 with Mike Oxlade Roller and Kears in fifth there. Yeah, I wish they'd just give you a short quali, you know, 15 minutes or a 10-minute short quali. The 30-minute thing is a bit silly if they're not going to give you a couple of sets of tyres. I'm not a great fan of one-shots. It's just you could just have one wee off moment and you're out lap, and that's the whole night over, especially in F2. It's just so hard to get those positions. Taffy's out there at the moment. It's hard to know whether they're on a lap or not because of the ERS, but I can only presume. Yeah, that's right, Grip. They only give you one shot or nothing, or the full one, 30 minutes. Yep, this is a full quali, half an hour long. Yeah, if they would give you a fresh set, it would be brilliant. Love the graphics of these cars. I'm really going to have to learn them, but I thought I downloaded them earlier there, but it must have been the 2024 season because all the colours are different, so I don't know what cars are called what. I know the yellow ones are the Invictus, and just hard to know what they're called. DNNW or something that is. I don't have my glasses on. Agatha puts a very respectable 1:39.728 in. So right now Agatha is midfield. That's brilliant. Yeah, so what happens in the F2 then? So their qualifying positions after this qualifying session will determine where they are in the feature race. But for the sprint race, I believe what they do is they reverse the grid for the sprint race. So that makes it interesting. So the slower guys will be at the front and girls at the front if they're slow. And the fast guys will be put to the back of the sprint. So the faster guys are going to have a real challenge here in the sprint race, but the feature race, they will hold their position on the grid as they earned in the quali. Yep, apparently those are the F2 rules, and that's how it actually happens in the real life. Oh, Noodles just informed me that the quali is the top 10 reversed. That's great information. Oh, we'll learn this as we get on, and I start to learn what these cars are called. Gas Keen's just come over the line there now, for the looks of it. No, that's J1MC, that's Jim. So a 140 for Gaz Keen and a 140 for Jim. Grimaldis is on an out lap at the moment, and Taffy's out there having another go. Have no grips going out for a lap now. If I was a betting man, I would be betting that this will be pole position here. What a lap from Mad Mark at 1:30 at 5:82. First time he's actually driven the F2 cars. Hopefully he'll get the bug. Especially with a position like that. He's going to have a great race. Mike's fast there too with a 1:30 at 7:42 with Noodle right in there. And the 1:39 1:19s. But Grip's out there, and he is just finishing off this out lap. Love this scream. You have to really rev these F2 cars right out. Honestly, you think there's you're at the top of the rev counter and you look down and it hasn't even hit the purple yet. The scream right out. It's good fun. Here comes Grip now over the line, and he's now on a hot lap. That's one very squirrely corner if you get that wrong. Too far onto that curb and you're onto the grass, I'm afraid. That's a corner there that you can make an awful lot of time on if you really put your balls on the iron for that one. Excuse me, my French. Hugging every single apex is have no grip at the moment. This is looking like a tidy lap. Very interesting comment there by the Raging Hawk. Agatha is actually beating her partner at the moment. She's in 7th and Grimaldus is in 11th. Grimaldus, come on now. Who wears the trousers in that family? Here he comes. Oh, interesting. Second place, Mad Mark V55. he knows how to pull the rabbits out of the hats, that's for sure. How many more laps have they got left on these? That's maybe part of the whole strategy and the part of the fun. It's the person that manages those soft tires best to get the best 2 laps out of them, probably. Don't know what way I would approach this quali. I think I'd probably go out with maybe 4 or 5 laps of fuel and get those soft tires right down after 2 laps and do my fast lap on the 3rd and just go in. I don't know whether it's worth doing 3 on softs. Oh, it's going to be a cracking race, this. Honestly, it really is. Oh my God. Have no grip and Mad Mark have got exactly the same time. Sorry. They are equals on the grid, so they're going to have to get the man out with a paintbrush and make that first position a wee bit wider. Because they're going to have to squeeze Mad Mark and Grip in. Grip's fastest in the first sector. Only 11 minutes to go. It goes in right and quick, actually. I thought it was going to be a wee bit of a drag, but there is obviously method in their madness. It's all about getting out there and getting out at the right time. On way, Agatha. Let's have a look. I know she's probably limping in after a lap there. Looks like her fuel light's on. Oh, Have No Grip gets the top spot with a 1:38.484. So nothing in it between him and Mad Mark. I wonder will Mark go out for one more lap? I think he will. In fact, I know he will. Mike's in 3rd there. Keir's in 4th. Noodle's out there again on another out lap in 5th. LFC James still in the pits. Or he's not. He's out on his out lap now. This is Bobo Salah. Let's go on with Jim. Oh, Grimaldus. Oh, Grimaldus. 7th position. Poor Agatha is now down to 9. But poor Agatha nothing. Agatha is in mid-grid here. She obviously knows what she's doing, guys. Great to have them in the grid, to be honest. Super. Let's see if Jim's made any improvement now in Sector 2. Let's see. He's trying to beat a 1:40.014. He's ever so slightly up. He's about just notching on a 10th up. Don't make his head any bigger than it is. No, Agatha, if you have any left in your tyres, go out there and put him in a spot. Take that P6 position. There he goes over the line. Yeah, he improved, but only enough to keep that in the 11th position. That's for Jim. And then Gaz Keane, he's coming round now. Let's see where he is. Oh, he's limping a wee bit there on that lap, I think. Yep. Bryce is out at the moment. 1:40.225. He's jumping into the pits, so Hamilton's on the grass. That's not a good sign for Hamilton. Disqualified from the session for going the wrong way. James is retired. I think he's... Oh, he went round the corner at full speed. Mad Mark's on an outlap, so I'm going to stay on with this and see if Mad Mark can make any dent in that 1:38.582. He's only 1/10 away from taking the pole again here, so he needs the lap of his life here. You can actually hear the hissing of the hydraulics as he changes the gears. It's quite incredible, the sound with the F2s on the headphones. Sector 1, Mad Mark. Oh, he's down by 2/10, so he's not going to do it. He'll never get that back, I don't think, in Sector 2. So used tires will have an awful lot to do with that. Noodles out. All right, okay. Purple sectors. Wish we had more tires. Yeah, Mike, I agree with that. But there's obviously method behind their madness. 6 minutes to go here and 54 seconds of this quali. Then the drivers will give it a three or so minute break. We'll all have a drink and go to the restroom and whatever we need to do. Get those setups in, get those tire pressures normalized, and get focused on your strategy for this race. This F2 racing, you need to actually plan your overtakes nearly 2 laps ahead. Honestly, it's incredible the amount of forward thinking you need to do to try and make a move here. Even if you're only 2 or 3 cars behind and you've got DRS, it's even very, very difficult to catch on the DRS, and of course you've got no ERS. So 6 minutes to go. Who have we got out at the moment? Rock Robs is out. Excuse me. Still haven't got rid of that cold. Taffy's finishing off Sector 2 here at the moment, so Taffy Ross is having another go. Let's see where he is. Oh, he takes that right onto the white line there. He was very close to a penalty, but he took every single millimetre out of it, and this could be decent. Well, he's just a 10th behind, 100th actually behind where he was, but it's not going to be enough to improve unless he gets an incredible speed out of this chicane into the start finish. Let's see. I think he's going to stay possibly in P12. Oh, he's diving in. Raging Hawk says, Taffy Ross, you need to give your car a wash. And James says, Agatha is in the best place for the sprint race right now. Haha, Agatha, you just might have pole position here if the guys are keeping me right in how this works. I'll get to grips with it. You'd think the commentator would know better, wouldn't you? I didn't have a very good teacher. He's only in P2 at the moment. It's all starting to get very tense now, I can tell you. Grimaldi is going to have one more go at it. 3 minutes 45 to go and have no grip. Secures P1 at the moment. Mad Mark second. Mike is in third. Here's 4th, Noodle Racing 5, LFC James is 6th, Rock Robs is in 7th, and Grimaldus is on the last out lap there at the moment. Oxlade Roller is in 9th, Agatha Wispy, she's in 10th there, and Jim is in 11th. Taffy Ross is in 12th, and Gaz Keane in 13th. C. Bryce, 14, and Dix is in 15. Hamilton was disqualified, and he's going to be starting from the back of the grid. So here we are, we're on the final stages now of the quali for the F2 on the Gavinbass Thursday nights. And yeah, it's exactly what I was hoping to get together, and thanks a million for everybody's support. And a massive thanks to everybody tuned in to watch it tonight. This is Gavinbass, and it is Japan with F2. And I don't think there's going to be too many changes to those grid times now. Let's just have a look at the end of Sector 2 for Grimaldus. No, he's nearly 3 seconds down, so he's limping in. I think there's nothing more to be had here tonight. Just keep a wee eye on Jim, see if he's making any improvement there, but the tyres will be starting to really show quite a considerable bit of wear at this stage, I would say. If you're listening to me, Mad Mark, I have a feeling that the F2 is really suiting your style of driving, buddy. With respect, coming in with a 138.582 against the likes of No Grip, who was, what, 43rd in the world on time trial or something today. Buddy, that must be right up your street in terms of smoothness of driving. A 138.582, that is special. Good luck. Well impressed. So there you have it. Why have I got this funny feeling that every single person watching is wanting Agatha to beat Grimaldus? Why would that be? I actually want Grimaldus to beat her. Oh, absolutely. Can you imagine the pain that Grimaldus would have to go through in the household if she beat him? Oh my God, would any man want that? Not I. Yeah, I'm your fan, Grim. Don't you dare. You get that win under your bat, because I'll tell you what, to have her smirking all week wouldn't be a nice thing, just knowing that she's got that one up on you. I believe Agatha's actually just literally come from automatic gears on to manual. And she drove last night with our RF1. Yeah, am I right in saying that? Where was it last night? It was. She was out with our RF1, I believe. I saw her in the Skin Shaggy tribute races and stuff like that. And yeah, for the first time out on manual gears, pretty well impressed. I would go out with that. I would go without dinner for 1 full week, honestly, rather than have my partner, wife, girlfriend running around the house sort of smirking. Oh, I definitely would. That just couldn't happen. My OCD couldn't handle that. Definitely not. The dying seconds of the quali is now clocking down. It has clocked down. There you have it. I have no grip, pole position, Mad Mark V55 second, Mike third in the Invicta, MP Sport in Keers, Noodle in fifth in the MP Sport. The Invicta LFC James is in sixth, Rob is in seven. Then you've got Oxlade Roller in the Trident, and he is in eighth. Grimaldus 9, Agatha, she's in 10. So those two are right up beside each other. Jim is in 11, Taffy 12, Gaz Keen 14th is Bryce, and Dix is 15, and Hamilton 16. 16 drivers on an F2 night in Japan. What more could we ask for apart from really good, clean racing? Again, if any drivers are listening, please remember, honestly, it's mostly fun, but you've got to take it real seriously, and really careless dive bomb style driving and taking people out, it just won't be tolerated. And I hope that's why every single one of you on the grid are here this evening. So everybody is going to take a short break, and hopefully nobody readies up early until the host or Mike or No Grip presses that ready up button. This gives the guys and girls an opportunity now to put their strategies in, although the strategy shouldn't be too difficult. They're going to run one compound tire here for, I think it's 11 laps or 15 laps? 11 laps. There's no tire change. There's no pit stop unless there's damage required. And then you are into the grid orders for the full race. So you're not going to have to suffer a second quali, as far as I know. So I'm just going to grab a quick drink, and I am going to say a few prayers for Agatha and Grinaldus and things like that. Just pray that they get through to the end of this race. And more than anything, I hope the hell the two of them have a really good night driving F2. Just get those brakes on early for the first couple of laps, set the pace, and get yourself into the focus and really enjoy. I love building it up so you get nervous. There's a formation lap. There sure is, Agatha. And I'll tell you what, see the next Gavinbass show. There's going to be a wee song about Agatha and Grimaldus. Oh, it is. You just have to let me know what style of music you like, and I'll be getting that song on there. Rockin', reggae, anything you want, R&B, they're all there. You know, I rant on and on and on about everyone calling this a game. Sure, it's only a game. It's not a game. The amount of time and hours that people put in to practice to make this good is just incredible. And that's why I'm so strict and so pushy about the whole rules thing. And hopefully in time we're going to form a really, really good Thursday and Friday night for like-minded people to enter into like a multiplayer lobby with the manners of a league. So terrible, bad driving just will not be tolerated. You'll get a little message from Gavin just saying, look, this has happened, please apologise, or this has happened, please apologise. Most people just work it out. Then if somebody just takes somebody out or something like that, they'll just be automatically eliminated from the league. But I only want to know about that if you want that person eliminated. What I advise is say nothing for 24 hours, wake up the next morning, and if you believe that they sure are not fit to drive in a league like this, well then, we'll look at it. But bar that, it's all about having fun, and yes, there will be accidents, and they will be accepted. So I think I hear those little engines revving up, and it sounds like 16 drivers are leaving the grid now for the formation lap here in Japan. I'm Gavinbass1. This is the Gavinbass Cup Racing show on a Thursday night with Agatha in pole position. So we've got a first female ever on the Gavinbass show in a pole position. There's another female who races with RRF1. I must actually see if we can get her in here. Be lovely to have two of them. The more the merrier. And then you've got Grimaldus and P2. So partner and There's going to be a wee race to the partners up front. This is going to be fun. You've got Oxlade Roller there in third and Rock Robs in fourth. LSC James in the Invictus there in fifth. And then you've got Noodle in the MP in that orange coloured car. He loves those colours because he's Dutch, that's for sure. Then you've got Kears, the Polish lad. He's going to be battling through the crowd. Let's all keep it really clean and tight, guys. Mike's there in the Invictus and P8. Mad Mark, P9 for this race. But he's got a P2 for the big race and have no grip in 10. So that's the reverse grid of the 10. Then you've got Jim, you've got Taffy, you've got Gazkeen, Bryce, Dix, Hamilton, all in there. Is Oxlade not a female? I don't know. If Oxlade is a female, please let me know, but I didn't think so. No, I think the only female racing tonight is Agatha, who's going to be parking her F2 car on the grid for the very, very first time, and I wish her absolute luck along with her partner Grimaldus. Really, really good to see this tonight. There's partners first and second there on the grid, and they're going to have a battle to keep these high rollers behind them, and that's what F2 racing's all about. It's all about slipstreaming and making those moves. So I wish everybody a clean, safe race and make it round that first very, very tight right-hander into those S-bends. Hopefully you all get settled into your strides and make this a wonderful race and something that we'll all want to come back for on a Thursday night or Friday night, whatever, whenever suits. Just look at that for the scene. Here's the tyres. Everybody will be out. Oh, Mad Mark has gone out on soft tyres. Now that's interesting. He's going to take the soft tyres the whole way, or else he's going for the two-stopper. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Here we go. What sort of a start can Agatha make over Grimaldus here at the start? We're just waiting on the lights to turn red now for the sprint race here with F2. Everybody tuned in this evening, you're welcome, and very, very welcome to this super race. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Agatha gets it. Looks like a fairly decent start to me. Lots of room being given there for those corners. That's what's needed. Somebody just runs a wee bit wide there. But overall, really happy with that start. Agatha still holds P1. Oh, she runs really wild there. Or was that Grimaldus? Oxlade Roller third, Rock Robs fourth, Mad Mark up to 5 there. He's doing good. Just dropped into 6th. He's got Bobo Salah right behind him in P7. Oh, somebody goes real wide there. Penalties will be starting to shape up. LFC James, Mad Mark together. Oh, look at this, 3 abroad going down here. Oh, side to side, the 2 Invictus. Unbelievable stuff here. Oh, I hear a bang. Did somebody bang out? Oh, Agatha's down to P5. Grimaldus P1, Oxlade Roller in P2. Yeah, very good point there by Rick. Just remember, those hard tyres on Formula 2 take a while, and you will run long. Gazkeen in 9th there, having a real look at Hamilton, and with J1 MC there, that's Jim, but I'm calling him J1 MC because it's a wee private joke that we have. Dick's doing well there in 11th, to see Bryce in 12th. Taffy in 13th, right on the back of him, and have no grip in 14th. Really, really trying hard now to get going. Agatha's down into 15th, so she's had a wee bit of trouble. and it looks like she has lost a right-hand wing end plate. So that's really unfortunate for her first race. Kears is out of the session. I don't know what happened to Kears. He might let us know. But thankfully everybody at the front has avoided the carnage. Happy Ross is right on the back of Bryce now. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. It looks like Agatha's off. Not to worry. Grimalda still holds P1 from Oxlade, from Robs, from Noodle, from Mad Mark, from James, from Mike. They're all there. They're all battling for that P1. Haffey gets a 3-second penalty, so those are the first of the penalties coming up. Look at the Invictus of Mike. Inside move on the LFC James. LFC James will just tuck in nicely behind him. Oh, look how wide he goes there, and Mike. LFC James back up in the 6th, and Mike loses to Hamilton there. Hamilton just nips in P7 in the pink car. BWT. Look at Mad Mark now. Oh, Mad Mark goes wide there. Oh, that's the corner we all hate. He'll be cross at himself for that. Lap 3 of 11. Track position at the moment is, let's have a look at those position changes. Oh, have a look at that. Hamilton's up 10. What a drive from Hamilton. P10, LFC James gets 10 seconds for exceeding track limits. So LFC James has thrown any advantage he has away with that penalty. But look at the battle for P1. Grimaldus, Rock Robs, Noodle, Mad Mark right back on the back of that again in P5. Up 4 positions he is. I think she must have spun out. I don't know. Agatha, if you're there, what happened? I know you were carrying damage. Wee bit of an overtake going on here. Looks like Bryce has got P9 over J1. Have no grip in P13 now. Grid position is just so important in F2 racing. But look at this. We've got an absolute DRS train from one right down. But Grimaldus has pulled away 7/10 there. Or sorry, Oxlade's now 7/10 ahead. He's in the lead. Wow, that looks like good fun in the top 5 there. I think those 5 guys' brains will be going like computers at the moment about how they're going to negotiate the next 6 laps here. So LFC, James, Agatha and Kears all out of the first race this evening for one and other reasons. Mike puts in the fastest lap there in P5 in the Invictus, and Grimaldus is right on the tail end here now with Mad Mark went into the pits after changing those tyres. So that's what he did. He was on the stopper. Don't know how that'll work out for him. 21 seconds behind. I think Mad Mark's picked the wrong strategy there. Don't know whether he made a mistake or not. I think he just doesn't have his head round the F2 thing yet. Not sure. Either that or it's a master stroke. The battle for P1 here. Oxlade's still holding it. Rock Rob's having a fine race in P3 there. Noodle's having a fantastic race as always. Noodle's always there and thereabouts. Mike's trying to get on the back end of that, but look at Gaskeen in P7. He's now on the back of Hamilton. Trying ferociously to get past there, but he just might get it here on the DRS. But he lost a bit of distance. He'll not do it now. You've got to be right up the pipe, I think. Maybe he is. Maybe he's got it. He's got it. He has. He's done well. Jim gets the pass there up into P6 there, so he takes Hamilton. Sorry, that was Gaskeen, sorry. Mike is in P5. Rock Rob's P3. He's trying to make a move now on Oxlade. Grimaldis is now taking the lead. So these four are giving it lots. Oh, tight one there. Rock Robs is pushing hard. Him and Noodle are having a battle. I don't know what happened to grip, to be honest with you. Hamilton's making a move now on Gaz. Rock Rob's still hanging very tight into the back of Noodle here at the moment. They're all going to have DRS along here. Open the back wing there. There it is. Open wide. Oh, look. Oxlade's trying to move. Inside he goes. Oh, they touch wheels just round that corner. Just enough to put Grimaldis well off balance there. That was just nasty. That was just a horrible little touch there. Enough to put him off his pace. But he'll reset and keep going. It's only lap 7. Hamilton still bashing away at the back of Gaz. Gaz is not letting him through, but I don't think he's going to have much option here. I don't know, Gaz Keen, if you're listening, you need to maybe have a wee look. It looks like your car seems to be glitching. Just maybe if anybody can let me know if Gaz Keen's glitching there. It's glitching on mine. It just might be a game glitch. But look at Mike. P5 right in behind Grimaldis now. So these 5 are in a train for the lead. Then there's quite a gap. And then you've got Hamilton, Bryce. And then you've another gap to Taffy, who has no grip right on the back of him. Yeah, so Gaz Keen, you're glitching quite badly. Maybe have a wee look at your internet speed there, see that there's nothing draining it. Bad Mark's got that down to 16 seconds now, but he'll have enjoyed this no matter what. And he'll know better what to do in the second race. But what a quali Mad Mark had. Noodle holding P1 now. Hamilton gets a 3-second penalty, so the penalties are now there, and Mad Mark puts in the fastest lap at 1:45.88. Nice one for Mark. Rock Rob's P2. Oh, Rock Robs goes a long way around that one, and Noodle just gets a couple of tenths of a gain there. So Rock Robs needs to squeeze. Mike and P4, here he comes. Grimaldus is not letting them have that too easily. Oh, Mike thought about the inside there, but the brakes aren't good enough for that move. But Rook right behind Mike, he's got Oxley absolutely trailing him. What a battle here. These three are having fun. Oh, wee bits of wiggles going on. They're trying to hang into each other's slipstream like grim death. Who's getting it? Looks like Mike got it. Oh, Mike got that. That was a lovely move by Mike in the inside. Have no grip, gets the fastest lap now, so he's starting to really make inroads in P9. Noodle's still holding them. Rock Rob still hanging on the Noodle. There's a gap now to Mike. Mike's going to have to try very, very hard to close that down. Only 2 laps to do it on the sprint race here in Japan. Hamilton's still having a look at Bryce. But again, very, very tight racing in there from Gaz Keen backwards. Here they come. There's Gaz. Then you've got Bryce, Hamilton, have no grip, and Taffy all in that one. All flat out to the mat, trying to just squeeze those very, very difficult positions. Noodle's still holding off Rock Robs, but Rock Robs is really, really on it here. Lap 9, Rock Rob still in the DRS zone of his rival Noodle in the front at the moment. Mike is now back on the DRS train, as is Oxlade, and Grimaldus hanging right in there in 5th. Any one of them could win this race from this position, believe me. It just depends what happens and how it happens. It can be dramatic or it can just be a DRS train to the very end. But I've got a feeling that Rock Robs is going to make this his chance to take P1 for the first time of this race. And he does. He's going to go up the inside. He's going to own that corner. And it's now Rock Rob's job on lap 10 to try and defend off Noodle. Oxlade is right in there in P4, and he is absolutely tagging Mike there in the Invictus. Back to Bryce. He still has grip right on his back now. But Gaz Keen's holding that one, and he is trying his very, very best to hold those guys off for P6. Mad Mark has wound that 20 seconds into 13, but not going to happen for Mark tonight, I'm afraid. Mike's really trying hard now to try and see if he can get something done with Noodle. But these passes are going to need to be done. Oh, they're going to need to be done on the start-finish grid, because you can defend really well around Japan. Very, very tight race between the top 5 here. That's what it's going to be like week in, week out. Hamilton still chasing down Bryce, trying to find that a little bit of pace out of each corner just to try and get closer and closer. It's that accurate. Here comes Mike. Still very, very much having a look at Noodle. These three, oh, what a race we're having for P1. Mike has another look up the inside. He just doesn't have the courage to make that move. I wouldn't have it either, but it always is in your mind. You've just to hold yourself back. I would say 7 times out of 10 that one goes wrong. 3-second penalty for Hamilton. Last lap, Noodle takes the P1. Mike goes way wide there, and Rock Robs is tight. It's going to be a 2-horse race here. Oxlade's maybe not ruled out just quite yet, but it looks like Rock Robs and Noodle are going for it here. Right behind that, you've got them running on. Grimaldus went very, very wide there, and he spun off, but he needs to just calm her down. He's fine. It's 7 seconds behind the next car. Noodle still holding it out. Absolutely raced in true F2 style, this one. I think these lot have done a little bit more homework than everybody else, and that's just the difference. Once you start to Google and you start to do a wee bit of research into the setups, you'll be astounded at the difference between the setups on this and F1. And everybody I talk to tells me that the time trial setups are not the way to go either. So, yeah, I need to look more into it myself. But Gaskin gets P6 there, and he takes the that position off Hamilton. And he's got Taffy Ross knocking on his door. So a cracking little battle. Taffy Ross, let's see where he is. He just backed into P9 there and have no grip in front of him. But Noodle, let's run on board with Noodle. He's round the final chicane. And we're going to welcome him over the line, and he will give us a big Dutch whirl, I'm sure. Always does. There it is. What do you see? Bang. Over he goes. No, there's too much importance. Over the line they go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's Noodle, Rockrobes, Oxlade, and Grimaldus. Makes in P5. And then you've got Gaskin, Hamilton, and Taffy. Then you've got Dix in P10. And then you've got C. Bryce and J1MC. And then you've got Mad Mark in P13, Taffy Ross in 12th, and Hamilton 11th. Noodle gets the first race, and he bags those points in the competition for this evening. And we're now going to go on to a 3 or 4 minute break while the guys get themselves onto the grid again for the feature race. This one involves a pit stop, and these are the points that they all want to go for. We're just using the race points on the game tonight to monitor and determine who the winner is. So you'll see the points here in 1 wee second after Noodle does the Noodle walk. So there it is, cup in the air, and we will then go to the results. Noodle, Rockrobes, Oxlade, Have No Grip, Grimaldus, Mike, there's all your points. 10, 8, 6, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. So everybody scored down to P8, and those are all points now going forward. So 10 points to Noodle, 8 to Rockrobes, and 6 to Oxlade. They're the top 3 this evening going into the feature race. The results are there. I'll just scroll down those in case we ever need them. Who said in chat you have to pit within 4 laps? That's bull. I don't know. You can hear the stream through the game. Oh, do I need to turn my if I turn my you can hear the stream through the game. You need to mute me then, I think. His mic is on. Yeah, that's the mic I talk through. I wonder, do I turn the mic? So I muted the mic there and it didn't work, so I have to unmute it. So I muted the mic and it's working again. So if I'm coming through in the stream, what you need to do is mute me. Well, it looks like somebody has readied up. I think, have they? Let's see where we are. Maybe it's just waiting on players, is it? No, they've readied up and we're away. I hope everybody got their setups in and stuff like that. Better getting on with it, I suppose, if everybody's ready. Oh, it's not me, Rick. Okay, thanks for that. Formation lap this evening. Here we go. Have No Grit is now in his rightful position. Mad Mark will be loving this in P2 on the final grid. Then Mike in P3. You've got Kears in P4 now. And then you've got Noodle, LFC James, that's Bobo Sala in 6th, Rockrobes in 7th, Oxlade 8th, Grimaldus 9, Agatha, she is in 10 tonight, Jim is in 11th, Taffy is 12th, Gaskeen 13th, Bryce 14th, Dix is in 15th, and Hamilton 16th. Your tires are there, and everybody bar have no grip. He's going to go out on the softs first, and he's going to try and lose himself, obviously. Well, if that, he has obviously worked this out. He has stuck the softs on first, and he's going to go for a very, very big lead, obviously, on the first section of this race. Mad Mark, the job for these guys on the hard tires, if they can stay anywhere close to grip here and suffer it, they might be in a real good position. Just depends whether grip can pull away. It's going to be an interesting one, this. Warming the tires up like fury, and telemetry's on, track map is on, as we all now just go round towards the start-finish line for this race tonight. Again, thanks all for jumping in and viewing tonight. F2 feature race this evening, and the formation lap is all but over, and we have no grip lining up on the top step tonight. Mad Mark gets it in there in second. Two teammates together. Those two guys, if they've got sense, they'll maybe work together. But have a look at the angle that Mark has pointed that car. Mark's not settling for P2 going into that corner. He's going to have a go. And now the tail ender's now coming onto the grid now. So far, Grimaldis is the only one that can't park. Even his partner can park, and she parked beautifully there in P10. Gaskeen makes a wee mess of it as well. So a few application forms required tonight for that old advanced driving test. Last one just slotting in now, and that is Hamilton. He's just slotting in nicely, and we've got a settled grid ready for the lights. F2 Japan feature race underway, and Mark definitely makes a move into the left hand. He's going to own that corner because he's more or less shutting Mike out there. So Mark into 2, Mike 3. Oh, somebody goes way wide there, and it looks like there's somebody off on the Red Bull as well. Jim's had a bad start to that race, and Agatha had a really iffy start as well. So have no grip out there in first, Mad Mark second, Mike third, and now they are all starting to battle in behind here. Hamilton trying to make a move there. Somebody goes way outside. That's going to be trouble getting back onto the track from there. Grip's got himself away by 1 second already from Mad Mark in P2. Mike's in P3. Bobo Salo's doing quite well in P5, but he's got a very strong field coming up behind him at the moment. His job's to get onto the back of Noodle. He's 1.5 seconds behind at the minute. Grip's doing what I thought he would do. He's trying to pull away. He's out of the DRS zone of Mark. But if Mark and Mike and Noodle and JFC James all work together, they should be able to maybe get an advantage on the hard tires. It's hard to tell. Grip gets a 1:41.467 fastest lap for him on lap 2. Oxlade's in a move here. Oh, bam, bam, bam. He's still trying up the inside. He's not letting it go too easy, but LFC James holds his position nicely. Beautiful move there by Oxlade up into P5. Wow. So Grip's away by 2 seconds. Then you've got Mad Mark out on his own now. He's pulled away out of the DRS of Mike. All paddling their own canoes at the moment. Mike is just ever so slightly behind. Noodle is in the range of Mike now. So We'll see Noodle getting closer. Oxlade is in the front of this one. Noodle's having a wee look here. Oh, yellow flag. Virtual safety car. Oh, it looks like C. Bryce is getting a wing. So we're on virtual safety car. That has sort of ruined the strategy of have no grip. So we're back to racing speed here. It maybe didn't affect him too much. Looks like somebody's ghosting. I guess it's not ghosting. Tears is ghosting. Looks like Kears is out of the session. Wee battle going on with Gaz, Kane and Robs here. $11 more laps and a pit stop required, but look at this. Side by side, neck and neck, and the corner goes to Rock Robs there, or no, it doesn't. It goes to Gaz Keen at the moment. But look at this. There's a real tight battle going on here. Mad Mark still in that P2 position. Mike's now 1.3 seconds behind him with Noodle now on his back. Good night, buddy. Talk to you tomorrow. Sleep well, honey bunny. Grimaldo's pushing in P6 here. Taffy just gets himself a 3-second penalty. Grimaldus is trying absolutely everything on the back of LFC James here now. Grimaldus gets it. Oh, James is holding in. Oh, that could have been fatal there. That worked out just about okay. Oh, how that wasn't an accident, I don't know. Very, very tight stuff going on here between these three drivers going up the straight. LFG James is just pulling out into the inside again. He's trying the inside. Oh, what a move by James there. Really, really nice move. Gets him up into P4. That's a nice move, and that one worked out real smart for him. Grimaldus is going to really want that back. Gaz Kane P7. He's chasing down Grimaldus there. Dix isn't far off the back of the group now either. And Mad Mark is now wound no grip in on those 4-lap old softs. Have now started to obviously get a wee bit of less grip, and Mad Mark has now got him in on the hard tyres. So has Grip made the right decision, or is he going to lose any gain that he got there? I just don't know. Gaz Kane 6. 10 positions up for Hamilton. Hamilton's in P6. He's having a great race there in the pink car. I think it's the BWT. It is. Here he comes. Lots of battling going on here. LFC speeding in the pit lane. So James gets a penalty. So there it is. There's the rookie mistake. That's going to cost him dearly. End the race for James, unfortunately. Unless there's a safety car, of course. Nice wee battle going on here between this bunch. Mad Mark's now in the lead of the race by 3 seconds. And Have No Grip is now in P9. Let's have a look at the tyres now. So he's on those very brand new hards for the rest of the race, and Mad Mark is still on those hards. And he's going to have the soft tyres fresh on the next run here. Interesting. Mad Mark P1, Noodle P2, Grimaldus P3. Quite a lot of separation between the top 4 at the moment. But here comes this lot. They're battling for 4. And that's Hamilton, J1 and Dixie. They're having a real good scrap here. On with Hamilton. You can actually hear them backfiring up the hill there. It's brilliant. The sounds are fabulous. Lap 7, halfway through the race. We've got a leader at the moment, and that's Mad Mark, but he still needs to make a stop off those 6-lap hards. He'll drain them to the absolute gum, I can tell you. Solid lap after solid lap is what Mad Mark requires right now, and he'll know that. Inside move there by J1. He's up into P5 now. Hamilton makes a mistake, went wide. Then you've got Gaskeen 7, Mike in 8. Grips now in 9th on the fresh tyres. Hamilton gets a 3-second penalty. Now, those penalties are going to be crucial. F2 tend to be. Oxroller, he's on 10, and LFC James is on 10. 3 each for Hamilton and Gaskeen. Everybody else running clean right now. Just looking for the battles. No real battles out there at the moment. LFC James is retired. Yellow flag. What's happened? Oh, LFC James is out. So there's yellow flags back in again. So I don't know where he retired in the pits or he had a crash. I don't know. Mad Mark's 5.5 seconds out there at the moment. And separation fairly everywhere. Pit stops are going to be crucial here. Let's have a look to see what the stops are. Still way more than half the field to stop. So all eyes on grip. So big separation. Mad Mark still pulling away by six odd seconds there. Oxlade gets another 3-second penalty, or is that his first one? I think that might be his first one. But Noodle's in the pits now, and he's going to jump onto those soft compound tyres. And out he goes. It's a 6-lap race. Oh, Oxlade gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So those mistakes are just race wreckers. So I would say Mad Mark's going to be coming in quite soon. So that's Oxlade out of the race as well. LFC James and Taffy out of the race. Agatha is up in P9 at the moment. Grimaldus is in P2. But look at Mike, P6, having chased for Gaskin. Oh, Jim picks up a penalty. He definitely won't be wanting that. Sitting in P4. He's going to drop down the table with those penalties. Gaskin is still very, very, very glitchy. Maybe Gaskin, you would have a wee quick look at that for me sometime, would you? Just if that's happening behind a driver, that can be so difficult to make the overtake. Dixie's in the pits now, and Mad Mark is going to take one more lap, I would say, and he's going to go in and whack those soft tyres on. And where he comes out in that grid between the lads at the top there, it's going to be fun, fun, fun. He's revving the brains out of that little car. He's absolutely, crucially revving her out big time. You can hear it on the limiter. Brilliant stuff. Gaskin still pushing away with grip here. Oh, he just touches the grass. That's what you don't want to do in that corner. That one can throw you off big time. So Mad Mark's just coming up behind the ghosting Keers, I think that is. Oh, he's taking another lap out of the hards. Oh, he's liking this track position. He's pulling away too. He's now getting it up to nearly 7. Oh, he's just been wound in ever so slightly by Grimaldus, but he's getting very close to 17 seconds of a lead now. Have no grip, doing well in P5. He's starting to make his way up. And he's now behind Mike in the Invictus. In goes the pit stop of J1MC. And Have No Grip is right on the back of Mike now. So we're starting to gather up into the last 4 laps of this race. And still some guys wanting to put those soft tyres on just for the last few laps. Good evening, Bo, and Merry Christmas to you, buddy. Look forward to seeing you back on the grid after Christmas. Get all those prezzies bought and all the stuff you have to do. Good wee F2 race tonight, buddy. Mad Mark V55 at the moment, leading by 18.1 seconds, but still has to get that pit stop done, I think. Yeah, he does. He hasn't showed a stop yet. Mike, Grimaldus and him all haven't made a stop. And he's continuing. He's happy with the pace on these hard tyres. Have no grips now, having a real battle with Mike. Mike jumps into the pits, so he's making his final pit stop now, or his one and only pit stop. Mad Mark still continuing on. He's enjoying the lead. Have no grip is had a stop. Grimaldis and Mike are now Grimaldis, yeah, both in the pits. Mad Mark's the only one not to pit. He has made a masterclass here tonight, I think. Let's just hope he doesn't. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Have no grips in second place now, and Noodle is in third. Big separation between second and third. The battle's going to be between Grip and Mad Mark. It's all down to this pit stop. This is crucial. Tell you what, Mad Mark enjoyed that. He must have felt really comfortable on those hard tyres and certainly had a very big plan together. Let's just see where he comes out. Let's have a look. All eyes on Grip. There's the tyres there. Grip's tyres are 6 lap olds, and now Mad Mark's out on the softs in front of him. Is he? Here comes Grip round the corner now. And out comes Mark. Oh, it's going to be so close. Oh, Mad Mark's going to go into P2, but he's on soft tyres versus 7 lap old hards. This is Mad Mark's race. He's got 2 laps to do it. I'm not sure it can be done, but I wish him every luck. J1MC and P7. These guys are having it mixed up here in P7, 8 and 9. Hamilton's still having a great wee race there too. But look at Mike. He's trailing on right behind Jim. Rock Rob's doing a wee bit of sneaking up the inside there, trying to keep them out of that slipstream. But Mad Mark's now 4.2 seconds behind Grip. Mike still battling away, P7, 13 laps out of 15. Noodle sitting in P3. It'll be interesting to see how all the final points come out. I'm sure the lads have it all worked out in their head. I don't. All I know is there's an absolute battle going on here for P5 at the moment. P6 even. It's Rock Robs, Mike and J1 all having it out there on the track. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Bo. Hamilton gets a penalty. Grip's away there now by nearly 5 seconds. So I have a feeling Mark is just going to securely get the car around the track, not make any mistakes, and I think he'll be delighted with the P2. First drive of the Formula 2 for Mad Mark there, and he's sitting in P2, but he does have Noodle coming up quite fast behind, but I think Mad Mark knows all the tricks to keep him out of that DRS zone. He's got 1 lap old soft tyres there, and he's got all the experience to do that, but Grip's away there by 4.7, and he's coming round the penultimate lap now. These three still having a wee tangle. Really nice to see. I'm sure the lads will have a good chat later and really enjoy that. But Grip owns it at the moment. Rock Robs and J1 are having a real good lap here, and they're having a close one. I so hate that corner. So Grip's just coming up the final fast part of the section now for the start of his final lap. 4.4 seconds ahead of Mad Mark, who's now extended the gap from Noodle in third by 2.5 seconds. So he's well ahead there. Then you've got Grimaldus in fourth. Fifth, you've got Dix. You've got Mike in sixth, and you've got Rockrope still battling in seventh. J1 still in there having a bit of a crack for that one in eighth. Hamilton's in ninth. Gaskeen is in 10th. Agatha is in 11th. C. Bryce is in 12th, and Kears is ghosting in 13th there at the moment. Oxlade, Roller, JFC, and Taffy all out of the race. But this is Grip's race this evening. He won all last three last week as well, and I was reminded today to get the trophies into the cabinet, which I'll do tomorrow. Thanks for reminding me, because I can tell you now, guys, last Thursday night is a blur. Mike puts in a very late fastest lap of the race, a 1:39.6. So that's a really good lap there. So the AIX team 1 and 2 there with Mad Mark and Have No Grip. Great, absolutely brilliant racing from them. Noodle had a fabulous sprint race and a third position in the main race. So the points are going to be calculated after we finish this, and we'll see what the end result's like. Grimaldus in fourth with Dix in fifth, Mike in sixth still. But right now we're on with Have No Grip, and he's coming up. The final chicane, in round that left-hander he goes, and he will sprint it down to the finishing line tonight. Over the line, lovely win for Grip. Loves it. Mad Mark over the line. P2 gives a wiggle. He'll be delighted. Hope he's got the bug for this, because I'd love to see him back. And then you've got Noodle in third. Grimaldus is in fourth there. He's still on track, and he's got Dix coming up behind him as well. But fourth position for Grimaldus on his first night with F2. Hope you really enjoyed it, buddy. What a good result for you. Dix in 5 in the Rodden. Then you've got the Invictus of Mike. He comes round the corner, shaking away there. And P7 for Rock Robes. You've J1MC coming up behind him. Those two had a brilliant night. They're absolutely superb. Gaskeen and Hamilton still battling her out there at the very end of the race. Let's see them over the line. Here they come. Looks like Gaskeen's going to nick that one. And then all of the penalties take their places. Hamilton in 10. Agatha, welcome on board, and I hope you come back again to enjoy these races. There's one on tomorrow night as well, but I don't know if there's going to be enough people to make it happen. Bryce is out there in 12th. And big wobble there from Agatha and big wobble from Hamilton. Bryce is wobbling away there. He's just happy to get home. Come again next week. And Kears, don't know what happened to him. I think he must have had an internet disconnection. So what a night and what a win we had for Have No Grip, and a fabulous win, second place for Mad Mark. Yeah, Bo is saying have a great Christmas to everybody, and he really looks forward to getting back. Good game, everybody from Grip. Enjoyed that, Mad Mark. Not bad for the first time. Not bad, buddy. I think it was bloody brilliant, to be honest with you. Absolutely brilliant. So your race winner, Have No Grip, Mike, is the fastest lap. Driver of the day was Dix, and J1MC is the most overtakes. There you have it. Those are the results of the weekend, and Have No Grip wins it. 31 points. Noodle gets second in 25. Mad Mark third in 18th. Grimaldus, 17 points for you. Rock Robs, 14. 13 for Mike and 11 for Dix. Oxlade Roller gets 6. 4 for Gaskeen. J1 gets 4. And Agatha picked up a point. What a valuable point. Honestly, brilliant job there for Agatha with a P2 point. Hamilton 12. C. Bryce 13th. Kears 14th. LFC James Taffy Ross, they didn't finish. So what a super night of F2 racing. A massive thank you to everybody who came along tonight. And most importantly, Thank you, everybody, for supporting what we're all trying to do on a Thursday night. A big opportunity for me now is just to wish you all a very happy Christmas. There is a race for Monza tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, Gavinbass Cup racing show. But I don't think there's going to be, Dragoon, get your ass in here. This is great fun, buddy. And as I say, I think it's Monza or Imola. I think it's Monza tomorrow night in real F1 cars. So if there's enough people about at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, check in, get your names down for that. And in the meantime, I'll say good night and wish everybody of you, probably most importantly, health and happiness for Christmas and the new year coming in. I can't wait to get right back at this after Christmas and get her all rolling again. As for membership, we're up to 66 members now on a Thursday night, and it's all down to you guys inviting your friends. Yes, invite them along. Only people that you know that can drive nice and cleanly and respectfully. And as soon as we get that magic 100 number into that lobby, we will fill those grids every night and have some fun. So again, happy Christmas to you all. Thank you all again, the newcomers, for coming along, and really, really look forward to seeing you again soon. I love you too, Dragoon, and I'll just play out with a wee favourite song of mine. Good night, guys, girls.
With the sunset fading and the night so bright, I'm wishing you sweet dreams. Oh, what a night. Good night, keep it lit. All the love we share, never gonna quit. Like the stars above, shining so divine. Glad you enjoyed my stream. It's been a where the rivers gently flow. I'll be back again soon with another show. Till then, hold on to laughter, keep the music alive. In the heart of each song, we will always survive. So take this good night with love from me to you. As the curtain falls down, our friendship stays true. Good night, keep her lit. All the love we share, never gonna quit. Like the stars above, shining so divine. Glad you enjoyed my stream. It's been a hell of a ride. So as the lights fade away and the night drifts on, Gavinbass1 signing out, but we'll never